Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this awesome tutorial on this purple and gold smoky eye, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a clean face, and I'm just going to spoolie my brows into place, and using the NYX Tame and Frame brow pomade, I'm just going to carve out my brows and make sure that they are nice and full. Once I do that, I'm using my favorite Sephora concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and sculpt out my brows, and the link to that will be below. I'm just going to blend that out with my foundation brush, and I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and just prime my eyelids, and this is just so that the eyeshadow has something to stick to. And to give it some color, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. primer stick, and I'm going to apply that to my lids and blend that out with my fingers. And I'm going to go in with this Morphe 35P palette and use that transition color in my crease just to have a kind of foundation for the other colors to go onto. Now, using these two purple colors, I'm going to put that a little bit over that crease color I just applied to act as a transition for the deep purples that I will be putting on my lids. So now I'm just going to add some brow bone highlight. Don't usually do this, but I felt like doing it today. And I'm going to take these deeper purples and I'm going to apply those to the inner and outer corners of my eye, leaving the middle of the lid blank. And then make sure you go ahead and blend that out with the previous purple colors we used. Now I'm going to use this Inglot pigment. This is the 22 pigment. It's so pretty. And I'm using the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal just to go ahead and apply that to my lid where I didn't put any color previously. And of course I am going to go in and blend out those edges as well. Now, taking this Bobbi Brown lip liner, I'm just going to line my lash line. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. I just want a simple eye because I'm going to have bold lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. My lashes I got from eBay. I will post the link below. These are my favorite lashes. So that's what my eyes look like, and now it's time to move on to the face. I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face using the Daily Hydration Moisturizer from e.l.f. This stuff is really awesome. If you need a moisturizer, check it out. And I'm going to go in with my Becca primer and apply that to my T-zone area only. And the rest of my face is dry, so I don't want to apply this mattifying primer to those areas. And I'm going to color correct using this BH Cosmetics Color Reel. This is the medium palette, and color correcting really makes a difference. As you guys can see here, you can tell the big difference with and without color correcting. And I'm going to color correct around my mouth and blend that out with my finger. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. I'm mixing two foundations, the L'Oreal Infallible and the Maybelline Matte Poreless, but I actually lost that footage, so it just jumped straight into me having it applied. I'm going to go ahead and use that same mixture to carve out the top of my brows. That's a trick if you don't want to have like a halo brow. Now I'm going to go in with that concealer again and highlight my face, just highlighting the high points, so underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm going to blend that out, of course, using a Real Technique sponge. This concealer is amazing. It blends like butter, so if you guys are looking for something new, definitely check out this concealer. It's just flawless. So I was about to actually set my concealer, then I realized I have to contour. So I'm going to contour using that same palette from BH Cosmetics and use that darkest shade in there. And I'm going to blend that out with I guess it's a round top kabuki brush. I don't really know what it's called, but it's like a foundation brush. And here I am kind of realizing that, oh, my camera is about to die. So now that I have a contoured, I'm going to apply my Laura Mercier translucent powder on the high points of my face, the parts that I highlighted. And then of course, you know, once you bake, you have to take a selfie. Like, I don't know why I like taking selfies when I bake. I think I'm the only one. But after that, I'm going to contour using this Black Radiance palette. This is amazing, one of my favorite palettes for contouring. So I'm going to use that darkest shade and just contour my cheekbones. And then I'm going to go in with Ebony Bronze from CoverGirl and contour the rest of my face, so my forehead and my nose. Just going to dust off that excess powder using this dense fluffy brush. A dense brush is perfect for getting any excess powder off your face. It really eliminates it all, and I love it. This one is from Icing. So once I do that, I'm going to take this Deluxe Finishing Powder in dark, and I'm just going to buff it into the rest of my face to kind of blend everything together. Now it's time for blush. I'm using this palette that's actually included in my giveaway. So if you guys want to win it, check the link below. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply that and use my Makeup Mist and Set to kind of set my makeup and bring some natural look back to my face. I'm going to apply some eyeliner. This is the Jordana 24-hour eyeliner. And I'm going to go ahead and smoke out my lash line using those deep purples that I used on the inner and outer sections of my eyes. Of course, apply some mascara. And then it's time for my favorite part, for highlighting. This palette is also included in my giveaway, so if you guys want that, definitely check out the link below. I'll post the giveaway. So just highlighting, giving me life, you know, as always. And of course I gotta highlight my button nose. And now it's time for lips. I'm using Simma Brown now from Wet n Wild to line my lips. And I'm gonna use ColourPop today. I'm gonna use Stingray on the outer parts of my lips. And I'm gonna put Trap right in the center, and it just gives you this perfect ombre pink look, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just gonna clean that up with some foundation, and that is it. After I fix my hair, I'm just gonna slay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've had to edit it like 3 times. I'm just glad I was able to do it. So I'll definitely be making more, so I'll see you guys soon.